April 2025 was a defining chapter in Ukraine's war for survival. On the battlefields, cities burned under missile fire. In diplomatic halls, powerful leaders debated peace or prolonged resistance. As the month unfolded, Ukraine stood on a knife's edge, torn between escalating combat and tentative ceasefire talks. This is the story of Ukraine in April 2025, a month of fierce attacks, bold counterstrikes, international maneuvers, and a nation unyielding in the face of history. The month began with bloodshed. On April 4th, a Russian Iskander missile slammed into the city of Kryvyi Rih, President Zelenskyy's hometown. The blast killed 19 civilians, including children, and injured dozens more. That same night, follow-up drone strikes compounded the devastation. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces responded with surgical strikes inside occupied territories and even into Russia itself. In a bold April 5th operation, drones targeted a fiber optic cable factory in Mordovia. Then on April 8th, Zelenskyy confirmed active Ukrainian operations in Russia's Belgorod region. That week, Kyiv shocked the world by announcing the capture of 2 Chinese nationals fighting for Russia. Foreign fighters had officially entered the war. While battles raged, NATO foreign ministers met in Brussels on April 3rd to 4th, led by new Secretary General Mark Rutte and U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. The alliance reaffirmed its support, pledging over 20 billion euros in military aid. As NATO held back from boots on the ground, a smaller coalition of the willing emerged. France, the UK, Poland, and others began coordinating a foreign troop presence in Ukraine, not for combat, but for training and deterrence. At the same time, President Trump moved swiftly to pursue a ceasefire. American diplomats quietly arranged a mutual halt on energy infrastructure attacks. On April 13th, Palm Sunday, Russia launched a missile strike on the city of Sumy, killing 35 civilians. EU Chief Kaja Kallas condemned the attack, calling it a brutal betrayal of ceasefire efforts. Ukraine struck back harder. On April 9th, it launched a record 158 drone strike deep into Russian territory, targeting air bases and bomber fleets. In the confusion, Russia shot down one of its own helicopters. Western aid ramped up. Belgium pledged F-16s. Germany sent air defense systems and tanks. The UK delivered drones and radar systems. And Sweden delivered its first airborne early warning aircraft. Mid-April brought leaks of Trump's proposed peace deal. The terms, Ukraine would recognize Russian control over occupied regions and abandon NATO ambitions. Zelenskyy rejected the deal outright. He cited the U.S.'s own 2018 Crimea Declaration, rejecting Russian annexation. April 20th, Orthodox Easter. Putin announced a 48-hour ceasefire. Ukraine didn't trust it. Shelling continued. Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, met Putin in Moscow. Russia floated freezing current front lines in a Korean War-style armistice. China was accused of arming Russia, and North Korea admitted to sending troops. Zelenskyy visited South Africa, but cut it short after Kyiv was attacked. A final shock, April 25th, a car bomb killed Russian General Yaroslav Moskalit. April ended without peace, but with powerful momentum. Ukraine had survived yet another month of carnage and struck deeper into enemy territory than ever before. The choice ahead was stark: accept a frozen conflict and preserve lives, or keep fighting for a full, just victory. Zelenskyy, backed by most of Europe, chose the latter. The war's next chapter would be decisive for Ukraine and for the world.